Yes? Oh, ask him to wait. And send her in. It looks too small.
It is king size. I checked the measurement with his tailor.
Well, let's hope he's cooperative, and then we won't need it. Ah, Herod, will you help Garcia take this into the other room, please?
How long will you be? I'm going to pick up the ambassador.
As fast as I can. Now, you'll need some assistance to tie him up.
No, I can manage it.
Well, if you're sure.
Easy as to put him in a chair.
Send Senor King in. Jason King?
Yes, I have an appointment with your cultural attaché.
My name is Delphi Mercia. I am the cultural attaché.
And I'm more attached to your culture than ever.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
You must be wondering why I have invited you here today.
No, not at all. I was wondering why you hadn't invited me before.
Your book, A Power with No Glory, has won our National Fiction Award.
Well, that's 2 surprises in a row. There must be a third.
Well, the arrangements for the presentation are for Monday next. My government would be honored if you were there to accept the prize.
Monday next? No, I'm afraid not. Morocco. I have a reception in Rabat.
Perhaps you could postpone it?
Yes? But I'm afraid the king can't.
Oh, what a pity. I thought we might travel together. The journey can be awfully tiring.
Yes, I'm sure it can. Never mind.
Is there absolutely no chance of...
Unfortunately, no.
Such a pity. Excuse me. Garcia, tell the ambassador that Senor King is unable to accept our invitation. Yes, thank you. Arrangements will be made for you to collect the award here.
Then I'll wait to hear from you.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Perhaps we could have dinner together when I get back from Rabat.
Oh, that would be nice. Goodbye, Senor King.
Excuse me, Senor King.
Yeah?
I wonder if I might have your autograph.
Oh, how very clever of you to recognize me. I've been traveling all night.
I have a copy of Power with No Glory in my office. Would you be so kind as to...
Certainly.
This way, please.
not disturb me, my friend, and you will not get hurt. Out. Walk. Walk. Fantastico.
Go and help Rigera with the crate. I'll tell the captain to have arrived.
Another death warrant, Colonel Cordoba.
Regrettable, but it is the only way to deal with traitors. Is that everything, Pierre?
Yes, Colonel. Senor Fernandez is waiting to see you.
Show him in. What? When? I want a full-scale search. Understand? This man, King, must be found.
Get rid of the van, Pedro.
Yes, Captain.
Any trouble?
It could not have gone smoother.
Good. Get him out. Garcia!
This is not King?
No, it's an official from the Paris embassy.
How?
Untie him.
Jason, I've decided to give a dinner party tomorrow night. Can you come?
Tomorrow night? No, Estelle, afraid I can't.
Oh, then it's off.
Off? What about your other guests?
Who said anything about other guests?
You're delicious. You really made my journey.
I know, but now it's time to say goodbye.
Oh,
There's just one thing I want you to do.
anything? Within reason.
Would you autograph my copy of your book?
Of course I'll autograph your book. To Estelle, with love, Jason. And don't forget to call me.
I'll take that. Would you take your foot off my hand?
Thank you. And now, would you mind explaining why?
There is nothing to explain. This book is banned.
As I closed the door, King saw the crate and must have jumped me.
How?
When I came to, I was gag and strapped in there.
I told you to get help. Oh, but you didn't need help. You were too smart.
Why were you not missed, my friend?
Perhaps I was.
He thought he'd gone to pick up the ambassador. King must have found his own way out of the embassy.
This isn't a ministry. Where am I? And why are you dressed in?
Yes, Garcia, that's right. I work against the government.
Si. Si. Gracias. I will tell the captain.
What is it?
Our man at the airport. Jason King has just arrived.
Why did you come?
Apart from you, because I'm incurably curious. And flattered.
Oh.
My readers have never gone to such lengths to ensure a personal appearance. Champagne?
No, thank you. Well, you should have accepted my invitation. I'd already booked the tickets.
You omitted to mention that we were traveling freight.
That was not what I'd had in mind.
I'm relieved to hear it. There wouldn't have been enough room in that crate for two. Much as I'd like to have been near you.
I'm sorry about that. How did you manage it?
Better ask your packer. Ought to be back by now.
We underestimated you.
I'm glad you said we. Thank you. I felt the welcome when I arrived at the airport.
Do you mind if we have some music? Jason, can I trust you?
Now you've gone too far. You have me trussed up like a fowl, gift-wrapped and sent COD, and you have the nerve to ask me if you can trust me.
But I was acting under instructions from my government. I tried to help you. And if you had accepted my offer...
Why do they want me here so desperately? And don't say it was because of the award.
They want to know who talked.
Talked?
Talked.
I'm sorry, I've lost this conversation.
It is obvious that the corrupt totalitarian government investigated by Mark Kane in your book, Power with No Glory, is intended to be this government.
Is it?
And the Minister of Justice embezzling American aid is a thinly veiled expose of Colonel Cordoba.
It's an interpretation. Do go on.
Well, they claim it's all lies, of course. But there are rumors. And the details in your book are so exact that everyone knows you must have had inside information.
So that's why it was banned.
Of course. I hate to disillusion you, but you were given the award at the specific request of the Colonel.
To get me here? Oh, and I thought it was... I've only received 7 awards so far on merit.
If you'd agreed to fly with me, I would have told you everything on the way.
Why didn't you tell me in Paris?
Well, now you're being naive. The embassy is bugged.
And the music?
Is a precaution.
What a giddy romantic I am. I thought you had intentions.
Oh, Jason, please be serious. You are in danger here. Now, I will arrange to have you smuggled out of the country.
By crate? No, thank you. Not even first class.
But they will start asking you questions.
If they ask me questions, I shall tell them the truth.
I have pleasure in presenting the Modern Poetry Award to Manuel Cacaras.
Congratulations, Senor.
And now our final award for contemporary fiction is to a British writer who is unfortunately unable to be with us.
Senor King is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Senor King has in fact arrived. This way, Senor. We are honored.
I warned you not to come.
After they ban my book, not likely.
I hope I'm not too late to receive my award.
Oh, not at all. Congratulations, Senor King, on a very imaginative book.
Thank you.
Who is he?
I don't know, but he looks like a descendant of Emilio Zapata.
Champagne for Senor King.
Straight whiskey.
Whiskey.
Oh, thank you.
I am delighted that you were able to come. Our committee were fascinated by your novel.
Is that why it's being banned?
Banned? Oh, I understand no copies are available because they've all been sold.
Oh, that would be very gratifying if it were true.
Oh, I assure you that it is. Tell me about your book. You were in this country last year doing research, I believe.
No, I was here for a short time, but certainly not on research.
You obviously use this country as background, and I must say you did it very well.
I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Who supplied these splendid, authentic details, Senor?
Oh, the work is fiction. Any relation to real people or places is purely coincidental. You can read all that on the flyleaf. No extra cost.
You authors are all the same, Senor. You never disclose the sources of your information.
I assure you it's true.
I find that quite inconceivable, Senor King.
Well, then let me remind you. The art of a novelist is to make fiction appear authentic.
Senor King, your whiskey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Senor,
Oh, of course.
how you excuse me, I will leave you with Senora Macia. We will talk later, Senor.
What have you told him?
Told him? Nothing.
Good. But he won't be satisfied. You must get right away from here.
You're being very capricious.
Senor King,
Yes?
you are under arrest.
On what charge? There must be some mistake. Excuse me. Senora Mestia?
This way, senor.
Just a moment.
Blast you again. Who was it? Who was it? Cigarette?
I demand to see the British consul.
Good material, all this for a writer, eh?
I promise you, you'll be in my next book.
I shall look forward to it. Tell me, will Mark Kane be as scared and sick as you are now, or will his indomitable spirit prevail?
This is only chapter 1.
Said Mark Kane defiantly. Why don't you make it easy for yourself, senor? Just tell us who spread the lie about Colonel Cordoba embezzling American aid.
I told you the work is fiction.
$500,000 milked from medical supplies, mostly drugs, given by the USA. Kane stared at his informant. Kane recognized him as a top government official.
You read it very beautifully.
You take us for fools. The whole world knows your colonel is Colonel Cordoba.
Then the whole world is wrong.
We can identify the details. This traitor is a man who knew enough to make his lies sound true.
How many times must I tell you? The informer, the American Senate committee who employed Kane, the doctor, the police interrogator. They're all characters that I have created. They bear no existence outside.
If you do not cooperate, senor, things will go hard for you. Tomorrow you will be transferred to a special prison at Falsamo, where even dumb men learn to talk.
Colonel, on whose orders was the Englishman Jason King arrested?
Mine?
Why?
To obtain the name of the traitor, of course.
But we already had that in hand.
Oh, you discovered who supplied the information?
Well, not yet.
Or how he arrived at the airport? When he was supposed to be in the crate?
Well, we did try. We did everything that we could.
No. You bungled the whole affair. We are taking over. No doubt with more hope of success.
At Falsamo?
Yes. There, our only failures are heart failures.
Jason King is an international figure. There could be repercussions.
Possibly. But I must have that information.
We could have got it without torture.
You tried, Menendez, and you failed. Now we are going to do it my way.
Up. Nice work, senor.
I approve of your action, too.
Gracias.
What do you want?
Let me see, how about the keys to the handcuffs? You can manage?
Yes, he can manage. Where do we go from here?
You will see. We have a car waiting for you.
Oh, by the way, my name is Jason King. How do you do?
My name is Reguera.
Are you... This must be the understatement of the Republic, but are you rebels?
According to the government.
Where are you taking me?
To one of our hideouts.
May I ask why?
Because I was ordered to do so.
Ordered by whom?
Captain Mercier.
Captain Mercier. Is that any relation to Delphi Mercier?
Si, senor.
She a rebel?
She
She is a fighter for freedom against a corrupt regime. And I am... You should be grateful to her, senor. But if they had got you to Falsarmo, you would never have been the same man again.
They should be here soon.
Will you stay and meet him?
Mm-mm. You're sure he wanna talked?
Well, if he had, they wouldn't have been taking him to Falsarmo.
True. You think he will talk to you?
Why not? We've done him a good turn.
Once we have the name of this traitor, there is no one government secret they can keep from us.
There's a car coming.
Rigera.
Then they made it.
You let them take him?
We had no choice, Colonel. 20 of them swarmed around us.
Armed with machine guns.
If we'd have fought, Senor King might have been killed. Then we'd never have known the name of the traitor.
Well, perhaps you did the right thing. But this man King must be found.
We've already started the search, Colonel.
If you're one of the wardens, you're welcome to tie me down.
You're not in Falsarmo prison.
But even more beautiful, first thing.
Good. You're feeling better. Do you like some coffee?
Heavily laced with cognac. I'd rather just look at you.
I'll see what I can do. Don't go away.
How is he?
Awake and well. Pedro, make some coffee.
Yes, Captain. Has he told you yet?
Give him a chance.
The coffee you wanted.
Thank you. And see that we're not disturbed.
Oh, you've changed. Does that mean you're off duty? Now, where are you going now?
Wouldn't you like to change?
Change? Oh, yeah. What's all that?
Well, we weren't expecting the best-dressed man in Europe. There. This should be the best fit. Although, of course, you might be mistaken for one of us.
Sorry, it's not my color.
Oh, well, I'll let you choose. I'll pour you some coffee.
How is the revolution?
You can't expect me to answer that.
I thought you had one last year. I think I'll stay as I am. I hope you're going to get me out of the country before it starts.
It'll take some organizing. We're watching all the airports.
There's always the crate, unless you, of course, reserve that for someone else now.
We'll arrange something. We like to try and to take care of our friends.
But I'm neutral.
You say that. And yet you were prepared to go to Falsarmo rather than betray a confidence.
Why don't you believe me? I have nothing to betray.
They didn't believe you.
No.
And neither do I. Oh, Jason, please, it is absolutely vital.
Shut up. Come and sit down. Much too early in the morning to start playing truth and consequences. Oh, that's much nicer.
Do you know what they would have done to you if they'd got you to Falsarmo?
No. I've got a vivid imagination.
They'd make even Mark Kane talk.
Don't you believe it?
You're a very attractive man.
Do you know something?
What?
When someone says that to me, I believe it. And do you know why?
No.
Because it's true.
Sounds like Rodriguez. Go and see.
Okay.
We did not expect you back so soon.
There is new information. The government intend to intensify their attacks on us.
And the man King is protecting will know about those plans.
Probably. Where is Captain Mercier?
With King now.
Good. Let us hope she can persuade him to assist us, huh?
I think I understand.
Understand what?
It was a woman
A woman?
who told you about the corruption in our government.
And what makes you think that?
Because you are the sort of man that could make a woman do anything. Oh, darling, please help us. Our men risked their lives to save you.
My story has nothing to do with your country. There was no informer. There's nothing I can do to help you.
Then it is a pity that we bothered to rescue you.
Now, there is another reason for my return so soon. The Revolutionary Council met today. They have decided to carry out phase 2 of our operation.
Phase 2?
And our cell here has been chosen for the honor to strike the first blow. Cordoba.
Cordoba? It is not before time.
Well, Captain?
He has told you nothing?
He still insists that his book is fiction.
Get him in here.
We're wasting our time. And I'm beginning to believe him. I don't think there was an informer.
We shall see. But for now, there is more urgent business.
Phase 2?
In Cordoba. And one of us here will carry out the order. We cut for it, huh? Ace high?
And the highest has the honor of exterminating him.
How is it to be done?
The instructions are in here.
When is it to be?
Day after tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Senor, please come in. Come and join us.
Thank you. I don't think I've had the pleasure. How do you do? My name is Jason King.
Mine is Rodriguez. Will you come and sit down and talk with me?
Thank you.
Perhaps we have a little talk, a little drink, huh? Pedro, some wine for our guest. Some strong talking wine, no?
Talking wine. Well, I'm afraid it'll be the same plot. Oh, forgive me for using that word under the circumstances. Thank you. Do you mind...
Senor King, we rescued...
I beg your pardon. Do continue.
I was saying that we rescued you, Senor King, because you are a friend who has exposed to the world the tyrants we have here in our country.
I really must talk to my publisher. Somebody's made a mess of that translation.
Now, this person has briefed you. This is our friend also.
Why doesn't anybody believe a word I say?
We know it is someone in the government. Someone in great danger of liquidation if Cordoba could but learn his identity. Now, this person could be of great service to us. So, of course, we wish to protect him.
I don't wish to appear to be unsociable, but I'm getting exceedingly bored with this conversation.
Please, Senor King, please. How can we be sure that you tell us the truth?
Can't.
Exactly. There's a problem. You see, if you are telling the truth, then you are of no value to us, simply an encumbrance.
And if I'm not?
If you're not and refuse to be persuaded to give us the information we need, then we must make sure you can't give this information to our enemies.
You can do that very easily. You can get me back to Paris.
Oh, but there is an easier way, Senor King. A much, much easier way.
Really, the amount of people pulling out guns today is becoming an epidemic.
You have until tomorrow to make up your mind.
Very hot, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Posing for a quick action photograph. What do you think I'm doing? I've got to get out of here.
But even if you could, you'd fall into the hands of the police. A bullet through the head would be kinder.
You make it sound irresistible.
Well, I hope I'm as lucky.
What do you mean?
After I've killed Cordoba,
You?
we cut cards for it. I was lucky. I won.
But that'll be suicide.
I'm not afraid to sacrifice my life.
Any fool can do that. Not talking about fear or the romantic nonsense. What were you planning just now? Well, you can tell me. If Rodriguez keeps his promise, I'll be dead anyway. I might at least prevent you from joining me.
That sounds as though you don't want me.
Does it?
Please inform the Commandant that we're finally picking up transmissions on the Contemporary Fiction Award.
Slept well.
No.
A pity. You need a keen eye and a steady hand.
Rodriguez. I don't think we should kill King.
Oh? He has told you what we wish to know?
No.
And nothing has changed. Except perhaps you.
But if we kill him, it will be murder.
That is not your decision. You will not have to do it.
No.
My dear, we have no alternative.
Yes, we do. What is happening to you? You're becoming callous like the people we are fighting. King is a neutral.
And you are in love with him.
Perhaps.
Well, that's too bad. But this is war. There is no place for neutrals.
I want him sent back to Paris.
He was given a chance to cooperate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
We can't take the risk. Forget about King. Think about Cordoba.
Not unless you promise to.
No.
Not until you promise that when I leave to kill Cordoba, you do not harm King.
You question my decisions?
Yes.
As insubordination.
Call it what you like. I warn you. If you kill King...
Captain! I take your gun, please.
I need it for Cordoba.
Someone else can do that. Give me your gun or I fire. Captain! I mean what I say.
You mean the award was bugged?
Writers are a dangerous breed. It is well to keep in touch with them.
A brilliant idea, Colonel. Was it worthwhile?
Judge for yourself. See if you can recognize any of the voices. Miguel?
You see, this is the Palace of Justice. The car stops here. As Colonel Cordoba gets out, we have a clear field of fire.
Madness.
No, not at all. We'll use a telescopic sight. I won't fire until he's halfway to the door. Then, if my first shot misses, I've got a chance to get off more before he gets back to cover.
All right, Miguel. Did you recognize the woman's voice?
Well, it sounds like...
Signora Mercia. And where is she?
On leave, Colonel.
Oh, on leave. Any other transmission?
No, Colonel. But we're keeping a watch on the wavelength. And we've a direction finder ready to pinpoint them if they transmit again.
He was going to kill her. I saw his finger tighten on the trigger.
He was not from our village. The men will stand by you, Captain.
Thank you. I shall continue with the plan. If I do not return, you, Reguera, will take charge.
No. Pedro will take charge. I am going with you. Get him out of here.
What's going on?
Nothing for you to worry about, Jason. Tomorrow you go home.
Is this a change of heart or a change of leader?
It needn't concern you. As you said, you're a neutral. Pedro will take you to a private airfield from which you'll be flown out of the country.
Pedro? Aren't you going to say goodbye?
We will be saying goodbye to Colonel Cordoba.
I'm positioning armored cars here, and here, and here. There will be guards on the roof of the Palace of Justice, and every building fronting on the entrance will be sealed off and searched.
Excellent. Excellent. But wait until after my arrival.
I'm sorry, Colonel.
I will be using the rear entrance. Now keep your men well hidden. I want those rebels caught.
Why her?
Well, why not, Senor King? After all, this is supposed to be an age of equality.
Talking about equality. You're as old-fashioned as your revolution. Talking about efficiency. For this kind of job, you need an expert.
Are you offering your services?
For what? Haven't you got enough poverty in your country?
I found this in the garbage bin.
You should have left it there.
No excuses.
I will get the car started.
Don't you like the design? It's by one of our top artists.
Design's all right.
Inform the Commandant. We are receiving another transmission.
Keep it. To remind you of me.
I don't need an award to remind me of you. You're trembling.
There isn't much time left now.
Can't you try sticking pins into Cordoba's effigy?
Perhaps I shall get killed. But at least I will die for something worthwhile.
Come with me to Paris.
Oh, no, Jason. Don't say any more. It will only make it more difficult. I must go now. Will you kiss me before I go? No, I must go. If my luck holds, I'll see you in Paris.
Has the radio detector located the rebel hideout?
They know the area. They need one further broadcast to get a cross bearing.
And let's hope that Senor King obliges.
chose a good position.
See, this is fine. All we need to know now is how we get out of here in a hurry.
Not we. Me.
I am a better shot than you.
I must do it myself.
Whether you pull the trigger or not, I will be here beside you. No arguments. Now stay here. I'm going to check our escape route.
Senor King, I have some news for you.
Delphi?
No, the plane will be ready in 2 hours.
What, here?
No, an airfield along the coast.
How long will it take?
15 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Don't forget your reward.
Oh, yes. What on earth would I do without that?
I'll find some paper to wrap it in.
Okay. And some string, too.
We're in contact again.
I've managed to get you some paper and some string.
Oh, yes, good. Thank you.
There is no news except... What in the name
Keep
of
your
heaven?
voice down. Close that door. The award is a transmitter. It was in the room when Delphi explained the assassination plan.
Then we're waiting for them.
We've got to warn them.
It's too late. It's an hour's drive at least to the city, and Colonel Cordoba is due at the Palace of Justice in exactly 50 minutes. The plan has changed. The government has discovered our assassination plot, senor.
What happened to the captain?
Moved to the new position. Colonel Cordoba will be executed as he leaves his office. This time we've made doubly sure. If the first attempt is unsuccessful, there are others waiting to do the job.
Where? He did not say where.
The plan is foolproof. We cannot fail. Long live the revolution.
That's all. I will not go to the Palace of Justice today. I want troops and police switched to search all buildings overlooking the entrance here.
This Mark Kane must be a very clever man, Senor King. The broadcast idea was a brilliant one.
Yes. If it works, it was.
He is late. I don't like it.
Go if you wish. I've got a job to do. I'm staying here.
But Cordoba is never late. Something is wrong.
You're imagining it.
No. There were too many policemen when I parked.
I didn't see any.
Plainclothes policemen. Them you don't see. Them you smell.
But if someone was on to us, they'd have searched every building and hotel overlooking the Palace of Justice.
Delphi? Delphi?
It's Jason. Jason, what are you doing here?
Wish I knew. You've got to get out of here. Cordoba knows about the assassination.
I knew it! I could smell it!
But if he knew, somebody must have betrayed us.
Why don't you wait here a little longer and ask them? Pedro's waiting downstairs in the garage for the car.
There's no sign of Rigera. We'd better go back.
No.
But he might be in trouble.
Well, if he is, there is nothing we can do about it. Besides, we'd be just throwing our lives away, and he wouldn't expect it.
What do you say, Senor King?
This isn't his war, Pedro. Jason doesn't have to get involved.
Thanks. We've got all the time in the world, at least half an hour. Besides, I have no intention of going back to Paris without taking back my award.
Stand very still, Senor.
I am delighted to meet you, Senor. I have heard so much about you.
Colonel Cordoba.
And one of your most ardent admirers.
I can see now why everyone thought my book referred to you. The description of the Colonel. His handsomeness hid a weak and prosaic mind and a vanity that startled his own deep hatred of himself. Page 73.
I will not be provoked. There is only one thing I want to hear from you.
Oh, dear, here we go again. The name of the traitor.
Just this one, Colonel.
Put him with the others. I will give you a choice, Senor. Either you tell me who informed you that I was embezzling American aid, or you will be shot. A task that I will perform myself.
All right. You win, Colonel.
I had every intention of winning.
And I had no intention of going down to posterity in this argument.
One moment. Where do you think you are going?
To get your proof.
Proof?
A document.
I only need the name.
Exactly. I want you to see it written down. If you hadn't just read the bits about yourself, Mark does this on page 84. Shall we join the lady? I've been rather clever. Welcome back. Though you realize you ruined my entrance.
Thank you, Jason. We can handle things now.
I'm delighted to hear it. I've got a plane to catch.
There is your plane, Jason. I shall miss you terribly.
Why don't you change your mind and come with me?
No. With Cordoba as a hostage, our revolution will be successful. Goodbye. You can read about our victory in the newspapers when you get home.
I always thought South American revolutions are rather tiresome. They're the only things I shall read about in my Sunday papers from now on. Good luck, Delphi.